Here, come with me, okay?
Today, an officer has questions for a Ukrainian national currently residing in the US.
Where are you coming from?
Ukraine.
Ukraine? He was very evasive. He was not making eye contact. How long were you in Ukraine for?
2 weeks.
Are you traveling with anyone else with you today?
Nope.
No, you're by
Just
yourself.
myself.
How often do you travel out of the country?
How often?
Yeah.
It's the first time.
Fourth time?
Yeah.
Since you've been back to Ukraine? Do you have anything to declare? Fruits, meats, vegetables, any form of currency over $10,000, drugs, weapons? Nothing?
Just seeds with caramel.
So, sweets?
Sweets, yeah.
Okay. The first thing I saw was bananas.
Don't keep bananas. I need it, man.
There's a possibility. I gotta ask the agricultural specialist. They may want to keep them. You gotta declare that, okay?
Declare bananas?
Yes.
Seriously, why?
What was the question I asked you before? I asked you if you were bringing back any fruit. You said no.
2 bananas, not a big deal.
Big deal to you or big deal to me?
Big deal to me.
Okay.
And for everyone. It's a bananas.
Okay.
It's unnecessary to open my bags.
Yes.
With no reason.
The only reason I need is the fact that you're coming into the United States from a foreign country. That's the only reason. Whose clothes are these?
It's my fiance clothes. Can you not touch the clothes, please? Thank you.
When I'm going through your luggage, I can touch anything I need to.
At the International Mail Facility in New York City,
It's glowing. Yeah, let's take a look at that.
X-rays mark the spot in the endless search for contraband.
This package is coming from China, and it's manifested as a bookmark. And then right underneath, there's something inside, which I saw. And voila. I suspect these are counterfeit IDs coming from China. They could be used to impersonate other people, identity theft, terrorism. It's very scary. We get a lot of these coming through. Well, I'm gonna go check to see if there's any other ones coming in. Similar names in China. Similar shipper going to different addresses, and I see the same square. So I'm gonna take a closer look. Whatever they manifested as chopsticks. And this is what I saw on the X-ray.
Not everyone requires a visa to visit the US.
What's your citizenship?
At land crossings like the Ambassador Bridge in Detroit, some travelers only need to present their passport and fill out a federal I-94 form.
You guys are here to get your I-94s today?
It's a arrival and departure record to enter the United States.
Where are you coming from?
Today, a Portuguese national currently living in Canada is on a cross-border shopping trip.
Our primary officer noticed that the date was altered on the I-94 document. Hers was valid till the 17th of October. Today's the 28th. So he referred her into hard secondary. How did this get changed?
I don't know.
You can see the one has been altered into a 2, even with a different color ink here. And then the 7 behind the 8 here, that was altered. And if you look back here, this was the original entry for it. It's what it's supposed to look like. When you become Canadian?
Oh, I don't know. They told me another 2-3 months.
That's it? Another 2-3 months? And then you won't have to do this anymore?
I don't think so.
Most Canadian citizens do not require I-94s to visit the US.
So is that why you changed it? So just come in today?
No.
And then go back to Canada?
No.
Be Canadian, and then you won't have to pay $6 ever again.
Oh, what's $6?
I don't know. To some people, it's, they don't think it's worth paying.
Altering a federal document is a serious offense.
No, it's not a big deal. Me pay $6.
Then why did you change the date on it?
I don't change the date. This was in my car. I don't know if somebody used it or what.
Do I look that silly to you?
Every international traveler touching down at JFK must clear customs, even if they're just passing through on their way to a destination outside of the USA.
Young man, where are you coming from?
Where are you guys going today?
When you have somebody who has a short trip, he's displaying nervous behavior, we have to go further with that one.
Quick trips and layovers are a smuggler's MO.
They end up passing pellets in some hotel or safe house outside JFK Airport.
Today, a Customs and Border Protection officer has questions for a traveler transiting through the US on his way home from the Caribbean island of St. Martin.
I live in Netherlands.
Oh, you live in the Netherlands?
Yeah.
So you went to St. Martin, what, family?
For a funeral.
A funeral. Who passed away?
My grandmother.
We've been getting a lot of young guys out of St. Martin lately. They're bringing cocaine up here. How much U.S. money do you have on you?
$20.
$20?
I have everything on my card.
There were some high-risk indicators, that being that he had very little money. So here's what happened. You flew up on October 16th into Boston.
Yes.
And then you went to Europe from Boston?
From Boston, I went to JFK. From JFK to St. Martin.
That's a route that we've seen before with people that live in Europe, go to a high-risk Caribbean country, return with cocaine. And I noticed you got a trip here. You arrived in Philadelphia April 20th, and he has prior trips to the United States not too long ago, a few months ago. So we're real curious about the reasons why he came here. Where did you go?
From Philadelphia, I went to Miami.
Well, then you went to Miami again on May 19th? These are all admissions.
Yes.
So you came to the U.S. twice in the springtime?
Back at O'Hare International Airport, Chicago.
2 bananas, not a big deal.
A Ukrainian traveler's examination takes an unappealing turn.
Can you not touch the clothes, please? Thank you.
When I'm going through your luggage, I can touch anything I need to. He seemed angry at some moments. I think he felt like we were wasting his time.
You're not scratching my back, right?
Try not to. At other moments, I think he was enjoying himself.
Brand new perfumes. Can I use it for a second? No?
Please.
Thank you. I'm tired.
It's been a long flight. Everybody smells.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. You smell good now.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
You're welcome. There was nothing else. I was curious, just the usual clothes and other items from overseas that people bring back, and other than the bananas, that was about it.
Bananas? You give me bananas back?
I'm gonna ask. Hold on. Our agricultural specialists, they determine whether or not the bananas can come into the country from Ukraine, yes or no? No bananas.
No bananas? Sucks, buddy. You steal my bananas, you see? They're stealers. They steal your stuff.
There could be pests and other insects, so we need to make sure that stays out of the United States.
They took my 2 bananas. Thank you so much for everything. It's good people, but some people liars.
At the International Mail Facility in New York City.
This package is coming from China, and it's manifested as a bookmark. And then right underneath, there's something inside.
A not-so-novel discovery leads to another.
Another package coming from China, manifested as chopsticks. And this is what I saw on the X-ray.
Looks like contraband's on the menu. Again.
Driver's license from Maine and driver's license from Connecticut. Most of these times, these addresses go to college students, but a lot of times it could be used for terrorism or for identity theft. We don't know, but, this is a counterfeit, and we're, stopping stopping them from coming in.
The licenses are seized, and the officers' search for contraband continues.
Want to check this out?
It looks strange.
Funny outline, very solid. Where's it coming from?
It's coming from Germany, but it has no description. Wow.
At the Ambassador Bridge in Detroit,
You can see the 1 has been altered into a 2.
a federal I-94 form has been altered,
It's a arrival and departure record to enter the United States.
and the Canadian resident from Portugal who presented it says she didn't do it.
I didn't change the date.
Oh, come on. Do I look that silly to you?
If the officer believes she forged the change, the traveler may be deemed inadmissible for life.
So we can do a couple things here. You can just be honest with me, and I'll do my best to work with you, or you can keep telling me that I didn't change the date, and I'll just send you back to Canada, and we'll call it a day.
I'm honest with you. What do you want me to say?
All I want's the truth. It's not that I'm not asking a lot out of you.
I'm telling you the truth.
This is your passport,
Yeah.
and this should be in your possession. And someone's just not gonna randomly open your document and write 28
You never.
and then pen over 2005. Listen to me, because that's where I think you're lying. Because you sit here and give me an excuse of you never know.
Okay, you want me to tell you I did it? Okay, I did it.
Did you do it? It's a simple question.
I did it.
At the Pacific Highway border crossing, a Canadian cowboy is moseying south to a California ranch.
What are you doing at the ranch?
Just a bull rider. I'm going on a holiday just for the next couple weeks. So, and it's not really like a school or anything, but the best guys in the world go and brush up skills down there.
You gonna be paid while you're down there?
No,
Okay, so this is not business.
no.
Okay. Because your profession is bull riding, right?
Yeah, but this is a strictly kind of pleasure.
Okay. Any drugs, drug paraphernalia?
No.
And would you say that everything in the car belongs to yourself?
Yeah, that's correct.
Anything you want to change or add before we go look at the vehicle?
No, we should be good to go, man.
Okay. Since it's his profession and he does make money training on the off season in Canada, I'm just looking around to see if there's any evidence that would lead me to believe that he is in fact coming to do that, whether it was a contract or some kind of confirmation from somebody. Ask him what that is. And this.
At the JFK International Mail Facility, it's proven to be a bumper day for bogus ID.
It's a funny outline.
It's coming from Germany, but it has no description.
Three badges.
Wow, that's pretty heavy.
Looks like the real thing.
The accuracy of the fakes is cause for concern, so a supervisor is called in.
What do you have?
We have 3 different badges. 2 are from federal agencies. The other one is a local agency, which is LA Police.
They're high-quality counterfeit badges. We don't want these getting into the wrong hands, whether it be criminals or possible terrorists. Breaching of security is very dangerous, and we need to stop that. It's a great catch. Seize the badges and then notify HSI.
Back inside the terminal at JFK,
So you went to St. Martin, what, family?
For a funeral.
a Customs and Border Protection officer questions a Dutch traveler's frequent short trips to the US.
That's a route that we've seen before with people that live in Europe, go to a high-risk Caribbean country, return with cocaine. These are all entrance, admissions.
Yes. I'm on transit. I came from Netherlands. I was on transit from Miami.
Okay. All right, just open this up.
It's open.
What's your job? What do you do?
I work in the kitchen.
Okay. do me a favor. Just move the rest of your clothes here. I just got to look at the bottom of your bag. Okay, you can pack everything up. I thoroughly did his bags at the exam counter, and there's nothing there. We just have to take him in for a pat down and ensure that he's not carrying any packages on his body or inside his body. Bring your stuff. We're gonna talk to you in a private room for a little while.
At the Pacific Highway border crossing in northern Washington state.
You gonna be paid while you're down there?
No.
A Canadian claims he's heading south to ride bulls.
Ask him what that is.
But first, Customs and Border Protection want to make sure this cowboy's not a mule.
What is this stuff?
I didn't even think to tell you that there was rosin in there. It's tree sap.
Yeah. This is the same stuff, just crystallized. Okay.
It's like the most conspicuous stuff in there. Just a black. If you put it on your rope, it gets real sticky. That's what we use. So sorry if I should have told you.
Kind of looks like black tar heroin. I can't assume that it isn't. I gotta check to make sure.
As for plans to wrangle illegal work,
I'm satisfied that he's only going down there to travel and become a better bull rider. So you have a great day.
Awesome, dude.
Hopefully you get to your dream of becoming a good bull rider there.
That's exactly what the dream is.
All right.
My heart went to my throat, definitely, because, I mean, it looks like drugs. It's just a mixture of, like, tree sap, which is rosin, and saddle soap, and super glue, and this is the good stuff to use when it's raining out. It's more powdery and not as easily wet. So that's what they found.
at JFK.
Bring your stuff. We're going to talk to you in a private room for a little while.
Officers question a Dutch national's frequent travel to the US.
The 2 trips in there are to Philly and Miami this spring. That, to me, I want to be satisfied about.
Whenever you get a passenger who's coming from a source country for narcotics and is using separate ports of entry, you have to dig deeper. You can't just let this guy go.
Tell me about this document. What do you need this death certificate for?
In case of something like this, my mom told me walk with it so I could have proof that I came for a funeral.
We have total access to all the tickets that are purchased worldwide. Tell me about how you bought your ticket, because my boss is looking it up right now.
And that's for this trip. What about his other 2, the other trips? What about the April trip?
Everything was verified that he was a bona fide traveler, he didn't have any contraband, and his story matched up.
You're a nice young gentleman. Thank you for your cooperation. So you're free to go. Thank you. Thanks again.
Hey.
I don't do drugs. I don't carry drugs. So it's what it is. What it is.
Sorry to hear about your grandma, man. You're welcome.
We sent him on his way and thanked him for his cooperation.
Hello.
Where's home, sir?
In Detroit.
Did you do it? It's a simple question.
I did it.
A US-bound Portuguese national currently living in Canada comes clean about forging a federal document.
Eventually, she admitted to changing the date on her I-94 document. When did you change it from 17 to 28?
You want me to tell you? Today.
When today?
Before I come here.
What, at home?
Yeah, at home.
Just have a seat, I'll talk to you, okay?
Okay.
We brought her back for an interview. There she opened up more about it. She changed the date to try to circumvent the procedure to get issued another one. So basically, she tried to save some time. And as a result of that, she has a lifetime inadmissibility to the United States, which is going to require a waiver to enter the United States from now on.
A waiver can take up to 6 months, and it's not guaranteed.
She could have spent 20 minutes inside our building and spent $6 and been issued another document. Instead, she is now lifetime inadmissible to the United States.